high speed. Although they were millions of kilometers away, they were able to arrive right next to Ning in a single breath's worth of time. Bold. Arroyo looked at Ning. You seem quite confident. Fu Kai's eyes were narrowed as he stared in a cold, weighing manner at Ning. As for World God Boneplate, he quietly stood next to Arroyo. Ning himself had reached the speed of a Samsara Deo Lord. Ning could tell at a glance that although these three were quite fast, he would be able to easily shake off any pursuit by them without even needing to use his Thunderlight wings. Although the surrounding space had been locked down, preventing any teleportation, Ning's speed alone ensured that he could attack whenever he wished and leave whenever he wished. The initiative was with him. Arroyo and Fu Kai never would have imagined that Ning would vastly surpass them in speed as soon as he became a world god. For now, they were both filled with tremendous confidence. Hand over the eternal blood, Arroyo said. We're willing to trade treasures for it. Fu Kai stared intently at Ning as well. This was part of their agreed-upon plan. They wanted to first try and get Ning to voluntarily hand over the eternal blood. If they were able to acquire it by simply buying it from him instead of fighting for it, that would be ideal. They had many treasures and they didn't fear anyone below the Samsara Deo Lord level, but they weren't completely confident that they would be able to slay Ning. If Ning completely focused on escaping, Arroyo and Fu Kai weren't certain if they would be able to catch him and bar his path. But of course, if Ning was unwilling to hand the blood over, the only option would be to kill him. You are willing to use treasures to trade for the eternal blood? Ning swept them with his gaze. And what do you have to offer? Ning couldn't even be bothered to deny he had the blood. No one here was an idiot, after all. They all knew the truth. We have treasures that are worth tens of thousands of cubes of chaos nectar. We're willing to use it to trade for your eternal blood. You should be satisfied by this price. Fu Kai frowned. Ahaha. How generous. Ning laughed. You are forcing us to fight. The killing intent within Arroyo's eyes began to strengthen. In the end, they were still just world-level cultivators. Although they had many treasures, for them to be able to produce tens of thousands of cubes worth was already quite impressive. What, were they supposed to hand over their eternal weapons as well? Only a fool would be willing to hand over his trump card treasures. Cut the crap, you running dogs of the Aeonians. Ning's face turned cold as he snapped at them. The faces of